We all got problems, but I got ratio problems. Let's see if we could solve them together. Here we have the ratio of kids to adults as 2 to 5. There are 8 kids. 1, how many adults are there? And 2, how many total people? To start these off, let's give us a ratio scenario and a real life scenario. Alright, so here we have our ratio. We know our ratio of kids to adults is 2 to 5. So I'm going to put a 2 here, and I'm going to put a 5 here for adults. And that means for every 2 kids and 5 adults, I'm going to have a total of 7 people. Let's look at if we know anything about the real life scenario. Well, there are 8 kids, so we know in reality we have 8 kids. Now check out what we can do here. We know that 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. So we know that because we have for every 2 kids, 5 adults, we can also times the number of adults by 4, which is going to give us 20 adults. And look, we've answered question number 1. There is 20 adults. Now, looking at our total, we know for each group of the ratio, we have 7 total people. Since our ratio has to stay constant, we can also multiply this 7 by 4, which would give us 28. And that's what we want for number 2. How many total people? There would be 28 total people. Let's try another one. Here, the ratio of $5 bills to $1 bills in Tony's wallet is 7 to 2, or 7/2. Tony has a total of 81 bills. We want to find out how many $1 bills he has and how many $5 bills he has. So let's start out just like before by setting up a ratio scenario and a real life scenario. There we go. We've got our ratio scenario, our real life scenario. So first, let's refer to our ratio. The $5 bills to $1 bills has a ratio of 7 to 2. That means for every 7 $5 bills, we have 2 $1 bills. Notice I put 7 on 5 because 5 to 1 has a ratio of 7 to 2. That means the 7 matches with the 5 and the 2 matches with the 1. The order is important. Now, based on our ratio scenario, for every 2 $1 bills we have and 7 $5 bills we have, we're going to have a grand total of 9 bills. Next, let's see if we know anything for our real life scenario. Well, we know that he has a total of 81 bills in his wallet. That means we have a total of 81 bills. Now, let's see what factor are we multiplying by to get from our ratio to our real life. Well, if I multiplied 9 times 9, that's going to get me 81. That means I could multiply this 2 by 9 and this 7 by 9, giving me 18 $1 bills, and 7 times 9 is 63, 63 $5 bills. And if I wanted to check my work, I could add these up, which would give me my grand total. Perfect! So we've got our answers. We have 18 $1 bills and 63 $5 bills. Looks like lunch is on Tony today.